All right. So God's dream, one family. So this is as Isaac said, this is the new or uh, mission statement of our church or motto. The Reverend Naokim said, more like a motto of our movement or our church, right? So you may know this already because we are encouraged to watch Reverend Dunkley's sermon last Sunday, and also Reverend Naokimi gave the sermon on this topic last Sunday. So you may already watched it, but don't worry, I'm not gonna say same thing, under the same topic, I may speak something different, but please remember, right, that this is our motto. Uh, we are striving to realize God's ideal, which is one family, right? So, very simple and I think very clear. And I hope you can kind of visualize what kind of world we are trying to create or realize, right? Yeah, let's see. Let's read others. This from our mother. Actually, this is the place. I mean, this was the Reverend Naokimi used last Sunday, saying, but this is very profound word, right? Your mother said, heavenly parents wanted to embrace, love, and raise all humankind. We have to make this dream a reality. We cannot make God wait any longer. That is why I've worked with anyone, whether they are in the political, religious, business, or ideological realm. So, no. So God has a dream, as you know, and so he lost it. God lost the dream. Then until today, he has been working for that dream, right? And the very special thing we need to know is that that this is this time or now is the time when we can achieve it, we can realize, right? That's very different from the entire human history. God has been working so hard, and if we study the divine principle, if we listen their true parents' word, we know how hard God has been working to realize His original idea, right? So for that purpose, then God sent many prophets or the central figures. He sent Jesus 2,000 years ago. Then finally now we have true parents. Unless we have the true Adam and Eve who fulfilled their responsibility and become true son and daughter of God, then God's idea cannot be realized. Right? We can prepare for that. We can prepare for the Messiah, the true parents. But what we have been doing, entire human history was to prepare to receive those special one, right? Special men and women of God. Original when we study the divine principle of creation, uh, then we know that, Adam and Eve, they both had to grow the growing period and reach their perfection, you know. Then they had their portion of responsibility, which they did not prepare. So, that's a really like an important part, right? That those growing period until Adam and Eve reach their perfection. We say perfection or fulfilling their first blessing. That's the really important thing. So then once they did it, once they achieve it, then they become one with God, and together with God, then they can realize God's idea or God's dream, which is the ideal family, ideal society, and nation, and the world. Right? Anyway, so you know all those things. Um, that's important thing is, unless somebody become like true Adam and Eve, who become the one with God, who become the true son of God, true daughter of God, then become one with God and establish the couple and establish the original Trinity, right? Unless that happen, then no way to realize God's dream. Unless that happen, then no matter what kind of effort we make, we can't make it, or God cannot make it, right? So but now, so that is accomplished. You know, you believe or not, that is accomplished. So that since Adam and Eve's time, we don't know how long time ago, then God has been working so hard. Then eventually that is accomplished, right? So, it's maybe not so easy to imagine, that, but that is accomplished. So that is an incredible achievement. New Adam, new Eve, you know, they become a true Adam and true Eve, and they become the true parents of the all humankind. God's true son, true daughter established the original Trinity. They are one, right? That's the one. Maybe that's a one dot, small thing, but that is, already we said, that we need a one, right? The one dot that the break in order to break through. Somebody have to break through. So that is done. So that is very amazing thing. This is a very amazing, and that therefore we can really substantially we can seek to realize their God's idea, God's dream, right? Which is one family. We become like, under God, and everybody live together as a family. That is God's dream. Then when you think about, what kind of world we want to live, right? We don't want the messy like world like we have right now. We want to be like family. Everybody, you guys see, that especially youth, maybe the senior too. When we see each other, then we feel something, very kind of bond, right? Centering on God, what true parents, like we want to live as the family, family members. In Korea, then we say shik, that's that we call our members shik. We eat things together. We eat meal together, as a family, right? So that we eat together, and that live together, sleep together, eat together, So that's that as a family, right? So that is a God's dream, original God's dream. God did not want to see. I mean, He did not expect we are fighting or hating each other. Well, that's everything was a result of their fall, result of separating us from God. So So, but right now centering on our true parent, then so we can achieve it. We can achieve God's dream. So that's why we are here. I mean, that is a very. I think that's very special, and I like this motto. Um, we are achieving, we are fulfilling God's dream together, right? So that's then we can do it. Uh, we can do it. So this is the time uh, to realize this. Realize God's idea, God's dream. Wow. So you know, then we also know that God cannot do that by himself. That the God's idea or God's dream is a one family. Everybody becomes their family members, right? How can we realize that, right? We need to participate in the work. We need to participate in that work. We can't just wait. We know that, yeah, we know that. We can't just wait, you know, then wait for there something amazing happen, and suddenly we feel we are all brothers and sisters. Suddenly, like that, we see the peaceful world. That's never happen, right? Basically, that will never ever happen. Unless we participate in realizing God's idea or God's dream together, right? So then we can achieve it, right? But unless we participate in the work, then that is not going to happen. We cannot really see it unless we participate, right? So our participation is needed. Yeah. Then like we are with the unification movement. We believe Reverend Moon, Mrs. Moon, Mother Moon, they are our true parents. Then we know that they have been working so hard. Somehow they completely believe that God and we can make it, right? They believe. I mean, 100%. They believe. No matter what happened, they believe that we can make it together with God. You know, then they devoted their entire life for that purpose. Yeah. So then we know them. We know them. We know we have that kind of true parent, right? So then why we are here? Because we want to participate in the work and realize God's dream together with God. Together with brothers and sisters, we want to realize God's dream, right? We are already participating in any case, well, I hope in some way, right? But I hope like we can, that motivate ourselves, one more time. Imagine what kind of world, what kind of, if we cannot really imagine the entire world, that is too big. Let's imagine what kind of a community, what kind of community we want to make, what kind of family we want to make, the imagine, right? Visualize, then for that purpose, then what kind of things can I do? What kind of things I can do for that? Yeah. The God's dream, right? One family, and another expression of the God's dream is the culture of heart. Um, that we need to create a culture centering on their heart, right? And you all have a heart, then we know about their heart, right? God is their God of heart. The essential or core of God is heart, which is imposed to seek joy through love. God has that. And that is basically imposed to love. God wanted to love. God wanted to create the somebody who he can love. The love relationship. That is a motivation of his creating this entire world, including us. God created us as his children because he wanted to love, and he wanted to establish their parent and child relations. That's heart, right? Then we have the heart. We have Maybe sometimes our heart is not working so good. Yeah, I don't know if that the expression is good or not. Even I have a heart, if you do not polish it, then the heart doesn't work. Yeah, that if our heart is uh working pretty good, healthy, right? Then the heart is imposed to love, imposed to seek joy and love, right? Imposed, coming up. If our heart is dead or sick, then no impulse, right? No desire. That's when our heart is dying, or heavy sickness, and fallen people. Our heart is not working so good. So we experience, sometimes or many times, when you wake up, then so you don't want to get up. Yeah, this morning, yeah. Oh my God, Sunday is good, but I have to go to church. Um, so that's why you guys are late. uh, is that true? Or I'm saying the truth? Uh, 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. God, give me the 5 more minutes to sleep. 10 more minutes, and your alarm. You set every 10 minutes. Alarm comes up. Then you know that you push this one, then you can have a 10 more minutes. Then you do that 5 times, right? So that's oh, I don't want to get up. Okay, so that's not that nice life, right? You don't want to live in that kind of world, that kind of you don't want to live like that. Every morning, oh my God, a new day. Oh please let me sleep for 5 more minutes. Yeah, that's not like a really exciting life, right? That's but the ideal or God's ideal. That if that the heart is working so good, then the energy is coming up. The heart is energy. That's the impulse or desire coming up. You know, that's that desire. What kind of desire? I want to do something for this heart. What kind of things I can do for the society, people I love, my brothers and sisters. Then what kind of things I can do for the church? What kind of thing I can do for my company? That's the desire to do something for others. That is love, right? So then if I have love, my heart is working good. Then that's the impulse is coming up, the desire is coming up. You have a full of idea when you get up in the morning. Then you want to do something. I have already things to do, a lot of things to do to make people happy, make my beloved happy. Then you are excited every morning, right? So I have to reflect myself, too. Yeah, so that's a healthy man, healthy human being, right? Then if like heart is working so good, pretty healthy, then always that kind of desire, impulse coming up, then you are happy to welcome the new morning, new day, then so you have a lots of things to do. That's loving is joy, right? Loving, and if you are successfully make somebody happy, then you see the person so joyful, then you feel so much joy. That gives you the lots of power, energy. The joy relationship, right? Love relationship give you the lots of power, energy. Then so you have that kind of with the energy, then we live. That's nice. That's really nice, right? So that's we want to live like that. We want to live like that. That then we can create some kind of incredible culture centering on the heart. When you study the divine principle or unification thought, that we have intellect, emotion, and will in our mind, right? But the beyond that or deeper than that, then we have a heart. So the heart, the motivate our desire to seek the truth. We use the brain, then think about something, or then people that create a philosophy or whatever, seeking the truth, you know, because we have some desire, then stimulate our emotion to express your heart, express your love, emotion, then that create the art, that all kind of explanation there, right? But the thing is, no matter what kind of things we want to do, that should be, well, originally, that should be motivated by their heart, you know, the care about people, love toward people. I want to express my love through something, through anything you do, right? You know, that we are all different, and so our interest is different, our ability is different, but everything you do according to your interest or your desire, your passion, right? But before that, I mean, underneath of all kind of the things you think or your desire, the heart should be there, working, not dead heart, not dead one. So heart impulse to seek joy through love. So that heart is working. So that's why, like you are, everything you have is stimulated by the heart, by that desire, right? You know, so that's like that's original, original people. We are created to be like that. You know? And we are not like that. We know that, but we know that that is my original myself. If I could restore my heart, if my heart is working so good, right, then I have a desire to do something for somebody. That's natural. If you have a spouse, then you want to do something for your spouse. If you have a children, then you want to do something for your children, for parents and your friends, brothers, sisters, right? That always that kind of emotion impulse coming up. Then how are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? How can I make people happy? How can I help other people? How can I help my parents? Then also you have to think based on your interest, based on your ability, you know, right? So that's based on everybody's different. How I can exercise my desire of heart. Everybody is different, right? So that is our own portion of responsibility. God is not controlling you, no matter how perfect you become, you know, then the first blessing, divine principle said, you reach their perfection. Even you reach their perfection, God is not going to control you, right? We just unite with God, and our heart is resonate with God's heart, and we want to live that loving life so that we can make God happy, we can make other people happy, God's children happy. You know, how can I make people happy? How can I bring the joy to the people? Right? Then you have to pray, you have to think, then you have to decide what to do, then you have to decide to do it. You know, you have to decide, right? That's God is not going to do that. I have to decide, I have to decide to live that life. I have to decide to do something for my beloved, right? So like if we can restore that kind of heart, then everything we do is based on love, not that you are, when we say love, that's a true love. Right? We don't, we are not going to, we are not saying false, selfish love. We are talking about true love. Yeah, everything we do based on their true love, right? So that's it. In that case, when we are trying to, I hope, like, you know, imagine, like we all become like that, exciting life, exciting, exciting life. Still maybe some people not so easy to realize what is the ideal world. what is their God's dream, peaceful world. Then some people may, I don't know, you are maybe not like that, but when you think peace, like we have a lot of drama all over the place, right? You know, conflict, hurting each other, resentment, and fighting, the beating up, wars and killing, all kind of things. Even in our movement, and then we have some drama happen, which is not so exciting, but that's some kind of a stimulation. That's not so good one. When you think about the peaceful world, you know, then some people think that is a boring world, right? Boring. No fight, boring. No drama, then no TV then. No TV show. TV show is all kinds of drama. Then excited talking about something. So then no excitement, like peaceful, right? Then we may think that's a boring, uh, you know, but no, right? Think your heart is like a full working, so good. You're always filled with the impulse, such a desire to do something for other people. That's exciting. You got so many ideas what to do. Then you have to choose one or two. But you got a lot of idea. I want to do this. I want to do this to make these people happy. That's exciting life, right? Then of course, like what? Everybody different. Then seeking the same thing. Well, you have a project, 2024 project or whatever. But because we are different, then you have a different idea, right? Yeah, don't you think? If yes, it is boring if everybody has the same idea. You know, let's do this. Everybody got same idea. Yeah, so it's I don't know. That never happened anyway. So no, everybody is different. Everybody has a different idea, inspiration, right? So then that's how the Hegel, philosopher. So he thought, okay, that is kind of true, right? When we debate, we get a better idea. Some the thesis there, then antithesis should come up. Then through that relationship, then we get a better idea. That the development there. Yeah, we need to have some kind of debate or the nice argument. I don't know if there is a nice argument, but the debate, right? Different idea. You talk about it, right? So then you get the better idea. Then that is true, I think. But Hegel, he thought that is a conflict. So he applied that to the everything in order to develop things. There is a conflict, right? That kind of, that's maybe close. I don't know. That was his idea. Communist. Then they inherited the idea and developed it in a materialistic way. But we believe that is the give and take action, right? The debate, different idea. Everybody has different idea because we are different. But our goal is same. Let's make the better world. Let's make the better community. Let's make the good family. Right. If we have, if we have that kind of desire, then still, even though we have a same goal to realize God's dream, then we may have a different idea, right? We will have a different idea. Then in that case, what? Do we conflict? Then we fight? Do we fight? Even though like we are seeking the same thing, if that everything is out of love, all their ideas, all the passion, all the plans, blueprints comes from your heart, my heart, which is love, you know, we don't hate each other, right? Different idea is at is Japanese. Is the I'm sorry, that's yeah, having a different idea is normal. That's of course we are different people. Then when we got the different ideas, but we have same dream based on love. You want to love each other. You want to improve things. then that's we can talk, right? And so then no agreement, still there is love. Any beyond any kind of differences, that there should be love, no? Because you are my brother. You are such a precious son of God. You are such a precious daughter of God, right? If we see people that way, we don't hate them, then we don't make them our enemy. They are good partner, right? To realize God's dream. You know, that's like we want to have that kind of heart. We need to develop that kind of like heart and love, so that toward the same goal, God's dream. God's ideal world is, I think that's something like that. Exciting. Many people have the different ideas, but we don't fight, but we talk. Maybe Korean people, when they are talking, then that almost like it looks like they are fighting, right? You know, maybe close to that. I don't know. I don't know. Even like the youth game, so when they did this different story, but youth game, Korean people when they do the youth, they like it seems like they are really serious enemy each other. They beating up each other, to win. But right after the game, then they can talk and eating together, laughing, right? You know, I think there is some kind of love there. I don't know. But anyway, you know, we don't have the ideal yet. But that's let's imagine. Let's like the visualize, what kind of world we want to make, what kind of society we want to make, right? Then we are like the striving. We are trying so hard together with God, together with our true parents. True parents gave their entire life for that, you know. Then we know that, so we want to do something, right? I hope like we can be motivate, then participate in this amazing work. Okay, the history will remember all of it. History will remember. We participated in this amazing task to realize God's dream. You know, eventually, right? Eventually, after many years, thousands of years, now we are realizing God's dream. We are working together with God. Amazing, you know. So I hope like we have some, each one of you have some kind of motivation to participate. Motivate yourself to participate in this amazing work, and then realize God's idea. We will see before we die. I hope before we die, right? I'm already. I'm not already. I'm still 66 years old, and I have because I'm gonna live until 120, so I have 54 years more. You know, enough time, right? Enough time. So let's realize it anyway. Yeah. So be grateful and really motivated, coming from your heart. Love God, love your family. That's why you want to pursue your God's idea, which is about family. For any whatever your motivation is, I hope that you can motivate yourself and participate in this great work of God. Aju? All right, join me in prayer. Heavenly Parent, thank you so much for this wonderful day, Sunday morning, Heavenly Parents. So we know that we all are participating in your work. God, you have been working so hard to realize your idea. Heavenly Parent, your mother said we can't wait anymore. So let's do our best and then participate in this great work of the realizing your idea, Heavenly Parents, which is your one family. We are all brothers and sisters under you. We want to live that life We want to really value our brothers and sisters as your son, as your daughter. They are such a precious people around us, Heavenly Parents. That your precious son and daughters are around us, Heavenly Parents. We want to value each one of them. We want to value each one of their brothers and sisters and care about them, love them, and I receive love from them too, Heavenly Parents, and that kind of world that we want to establish together with you, God, Heavenly Parents. So the please guide each one of us and we be with the each one of us, Heavenly Parents, so that we do everything together with you and to bring joy back to you, God. And we want to make the people around us happy, Heavenly Parents. Thank you so much for this wonderful day. Together with our brother and sister prayer, I report this in the name of the Sakai. Jew. Thank you.